and then select the other window that you want.
Okay, I'm good there. Well, okay. And right.
Just select it. Let's go the other side.
You have to window turn.
I sent something out on Instagram and Glasser. Oh, Glasser was upset he was missing it. It's okay to say. He sent like a sad face when I said the Hoosier series. And welcome back to Bart Kaufman Field. It's Saturday morning. It's breakfast with Hoosier baseball. We've got Team Foley taking the field wearing the white jerseys with the white tops, white bottoms, Indiana across the chest. And then we're going to have Team Reisdorf in the gray unis with the pinstripes, really sharp looking road unis, and they're in the road dugout. We're about to have first pitch here at the Bart. Let's see, we have, I don't know, probably about a 55-degree day, cloudy skies. It is definitely not what we had for some of the fall ball games against Indiana State and then Great Lake Canadians. This one's a little bit more like the weather we're used to playing in here at the Bart. We've got Carl James. I'm Chris Feeney. We got Carl James and Josh Bennett in the booth as well. And we'll do our best to bring you game 2 of the Hoosier series. Carl, you want to speak a little bit about game 1? I know you covered it yesterday.
Yes, game 1 was a really great baseball game. I mean, honestly, all the play was really, really good. It was very much a back and forth affair, which if I'm pretty sure these are 7-inning games. Is that your understanding, Josh? So it was a 7-inning game, but was tied 3-3 after the 7th. So they played an extra 8th inning, and that 8th inning was amazing. They had use the MLB rule of the extra second baseman, and then 3 runs scored in the top, and then Odie hit a home run to tie the game, and it ended the tie in the bottom of the 8th. So a little, didn't decide anything. The series is still tied in game 2, but it was just great baseball.
Good deal. So we got Ryan Kraft starting off for Team Foley. And batting first, it looks like it's going to be Nick Mitchell. Nick Mitchell for Team Reisdorf. And here we are, first pitch, 10:02 a.m. And that's strike 1, a cold strike to Nick Mitchell. It's interesting, we got Kraft starting. Again, we have to get used to this during the season, I think, this year. Ball 1 outside to Mitchell. So it's a 1-on-1 count here. First inning, nobody out. Crowd filing in. More people than I thought would be here at 10 a.m., I got to be honest. Ball 2 outside, 2-1 to Mitchell. It is a great, chilly Saturday morning, so I don't blame it for these crowds not being packed. 2-1 pitch. Smacked out to the outfield in the gap. It might get to the wall. Center fielder cuts it off. Mitchell rounds first into second with a stand-up double.
Carter did a good job getting into the gap to cut that off, though.
Yeah, I thought that had the wall written all over it.
Mitchell continues to impress as a hitter. Yesterday, it was 3 different hits. 2 where he basically reached and made contact, and then he clobbered 1 ball too. So I've been very impressed with Nick Mitchell.
Tyler Cerny batting second. Comes to the plate. Kraft's pitch. Upstairs and inside, ball 1. Yeah, Mitchell's going to be big for this lineup. I love how Mercer's always got him, penciled into the leadoff spot. I would think he's going to play center field. Should be some good stuff from him. Strike 1, swinging to Cerny for the second pitch of the AB. Yeah, Mitchell and Burkle, real big additions to this team via the transfer portal. Tyler Cerny versus Kraft with Mitchell leading off second base, 1-1 count. Pops it up behind home plate. Tippett's looking for it, but it clears the net into the seats. So it's strike two.
To set up the defense, left field is Taylor, center field's Matheson, Wiggins is in right, Pines at third, Carlson's at short, Burkle's at second, Shepard is playing first, and Tibbetts is behind the plate for Crafty.
Kraft to the mound, to the plate for Cerny with a 1-2 count, looking for the K. Ooh, curveball, but he missed inside. Cerny wanted nothing to do with it and just hoped it wasn't a strike, and it wasn't. So it's a 2-2 count with nobody out. Runner on second base, Nick Mitchell. Kraft to the plate. Cerny fouls it to the left side. Avoids hitting any Hoosiers in the dugout, which was good.
This was a big thing yesterday. There were a lot of 2-strike fouls yesterday.
Extending those ABs. So it's a 2-2 count with nobody out. Nick Mitchell leading off second base. Tyler Cerny at bat. Upstairs, full count. Looked like they had a pickoff move there, but Kraft decided to come to the plate. Second baser came charging in. Mitchell noticed it, though. Maybe that gets signals from the catcher if he's going to spin and throw. Mitchell was all over it, though. Full count, nobody out. Here comes the pitch from Kraft. Strike three, swing and a miss. Cerny got twisted up a little bit on that swing. It's a 73-mile-an-hour off-speed pitch, and it was a beaut. So 1 out, man on second for Morgan Colopy. The rest of the lineup is TJ Schuyler, Austin Bodie, Jake Stadler, and Jason Oliver. And hopefully for Team Reisdorf, we'll see them all here in the first. First pitch to Colopy's outside. He's coming off a monster game against the Great Lake Canadians with his 3 bombs. One-0 pitch to Colopy. Upstairs, ball 2. 83-mile-an-hour. Colopy laid off it. You know, he's looking to crush one off of Kraft, so he can have some bragging rights back in the clubhouse later. Kraft to the plate. Outside, ball 3. Kraft didn't seem to like his he's taking off the mound. He grabs the rosin. He wasn't too happy with that pitch. You could tell by his body language. So he took a minute to kind of reset the mechanism, and he's back to the pitcher's mound now.
Colopy have the green light.
Oh, has to. Green light, has to. Inside, ball 4. Something that got overlooked on that Austin Bodie home run late in the game against the Great Lake Canadians. He had the 3-0 green light. I think I missed that when it happened. I was so excited that he had hit another home run. It was a 3-0 pitch. Coming to the plate now, TJ Schuyler. First and second, 1 out. Cleanup hitter here for Team Reisdorf. Kraft to the plate. Foul ball to the left side. Right around the on-deck circle. Team Foley's on-deck circle. There's Austin Bodie coming to the on-deck circle for Team Reisdorf after his big game time home run yesterday. TJ Schuyler now, 0-1 count, first and second, 1 out. The pickoff move to second. Nick Mitchell gets back.
Burkle did a good job not letting that get into center field.
It wasn't the most on-point throw, that's for sure. Burkle did the old hop over the base runner and the bag to grab it. So the 0-1 pitch with 1 out with TJ Schuyler. Foul ball, out of play, over the sweets. Hopefully nobody's car got hit. So now we got an 0-2 count. Kraft ahead of the batter. He's been behind most of the first few here in the first inning, but he's got an 0-2 count here with 1 out. Let's see if he decides to come right at Schuyler. And the pitch went with a breaking ball, 74 mile an hour, but it missed it. What is that? A little up, I'd say. 1-2 count now, 1 out. First and second, 1-2 count with one out. Kraft to Skyler. Ooh, called strike three. Skyler doesn't like it. He's staring back at Kraft. You feel like Kraft got a gift on that strike three call. That's 2 outs now for Austin Bodie, who's had a really powerful fall already. It'll be first and second and 2 outs for Bodie. See if Kraft can get out of the jam or if Bodie can make him pay for putting runners on here in the first. The pitch. Foul just missed entering the Hoosier dugout. Well, they're both Hoosier dugouts. Into the Foley dugout. Hit that little metal fence there. Luckily, it did not hit anybody. So it'll be an 0-1 pitch to Bodie with first and second and 2 outs. His last at bat, he did hit that home run in game 1. The pitch to Bodie. It's hit into right field. Drops in front of the right fielder. That's going to drive in a run. Base hit for Austin Bodie. I thought Wiggins had a beat on it. I thought it was a lazy fly ball, but it got in front of him. Either a bad read by me or either way, it's a base hit. So we got first and third with 2 outs now for Jake Stadler. That's 2 hits in the first inning here for Team Reisdorf. Kraft to the mound. Misses inside. 75-mile-an-hour breaker. I tell you, he's got a lot of movement on that breaking ball. He just haven't been able to get too many across the plate. But you can see it's an impressive breaking ball, as we know Kraft has. Pitch to Stadler. Foul ball into the net. 1-1, 2 outs. First and third here in the top of the first. Team Reisdorf took an early 1-0 lead on a base hit by Austin Bodie. 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Stadler going with the number 44. What was that? Kelzer? Jake Kelzer wore 44? I don't remember who last wore 44. Might have been Kelzer. 1-2 pitch with 2 outs. Another foul ball to the right side. It was first and third, 1-2 count with 2 outs. Kraft trying to put this inning to bed. I thought he had put it to bed there with Bodie's hit to right field, but it did drop in. Oh, here comes the 1-2 pitch to Jake Stadler. Outside, 2-2. Now, who's coaching third there, Josh? Do you see that? He's got the winter hat. I'm not sure who that is.
I think it's SETI.
Is it? I can't. I'm trying to look. Well, back to the game here. Kraft pitched to the plate outside. Full count. Hey, I think we're going to have, well, the first base coach for Team Reisdorf goofing around with the players in the dugout. Not sure who that is either. Surprised they don't have the lawn chairs out like they did last year. Full count, 2 outs to pitch, swing and a miss. So Kraft gets out of the first and third 2 out part of the inning. But with 2 hits and 1 run for Team Reisdorf, they take a 1-0 lead. And that'll get us to the first break. We'll hit to the bottom of the first after this. All right, we're back to Bart Kaufman Field here for the bottom of the first. Evan Whiteacre going to be the first pitcher for Team Foley, and he's going to face Matheson, Taylor, and Tibbetts due up here in the first. Carter Matheson comes to the plate, and we are all set here for bottom one. The pitch downstairs, 1-0 count to Carter Matheson. Word around the team is that Matheson is having a huge fall, showing a lot of power, really tearing the cover off the ball, whether it's in practices or at games. Sounds like he really did well at Notre Dame also. Second pitch, check swing. Probably wouldn't have mattered. Looked like a strike to me. 1-1 count, nobody out. Getting Matheson's power into this lineup is huge. So Whiteacre to the plate. Matheson foul ball into the first base dugout, and it ricochets back out. People still filing in here. Got their coffee, their bagel, ready for some Hoosier baseball in the morning. 1-2 pitch to Matheson from Whiteacre. Caught the outside corner, and Matheson takes the trot back to the dugout. So that's 4 outs so far in this game, all via strikeout, 3 from Kraft and 1 from Whiteacre. I guess that's the trend these days in baseball anyway, right? If you're going to get out, strike out, no one cares anymore. When we were younger, it was a big deal. Batting second, we have Taylor batting second. Here we go. I was looking at the wrong team, and I go, I know that ain't Cerny.
Yeah. To set the Reisdorf defense, Mitchell's in left, Colopy's in center, Bodie's in right.
The 1-0 pitch with 1 out to Taylor, inside.
Oliver's at third, Cerny's at short. Brady South, the manager, is at second base for the second game in a row. Stadler at first, Skyler behind the plate for Whiteacre.
2-0 pitch to Taylor. Smoke to right field. Deep, but foul. Oh, to the right of the foul pole. Taylor would have had a solo shot.
Had the distance just a little early.
Yeah, got ahead of it a little bit. 84-mile-an-hour pitch. So the 2-1, 1-out pitch to Taylor from Whiteacre. Swing and a miss. That was 77 miles an hour. So he brought it even further back down.
That was a really tight curveball.
2-2 pitch with 1 out. Whiteacre to Taylor. Foul ball straight back. Just missed that one. I know that usually gets a batter pretty upset when he shoots one straight back like that. 2-2 with 1 out on this cloudy day here at the Bart. The pitch, Taylor, ground ball just past Brady South into right field, and that's a base hit for Taylor. Hey, you mentioned Brady South. The ball gets hit kind of close to him. Not a play I thought he would make, but he tried. He scooted to his left. The ball was just a clean single.
That wasn't a play anybody would have made.
That's what I'm saying, yeah. It's not like he blew it or anything, but it did go near him, and you mentioned his name. He's wearing some sweatpants out there. Got to give Brady credit there. Could have got him some baseball pants, I think, though. All right, we got Brock Tibbetts now with 1 out. Devin Taylor on first. Whiteacre's first pitch is a ball downstairs.
He was wearing shorts yesterday. He had a pop up. He was going to catch. But Cerny called him off, and you could tell the managers up there in the booth were not happy with that.
Oh, I bet they weren't. Second pitch to Tibbetts is up and inside. That's a 2-0 count with 1 out with Taylor to first. 1-0 Team Reisdorf. Team Foley trying to at least tie it or take the lead here in the first. Whiteacre to Tibbetts. Upstairs, ball 3. So Cerny called him off. What was it, near second base? Was it up the middle?
It was right to him. Cerny ran over there and called him off.
Oh, that's even worse. Bad news bears. The pitch to Tibbetts, fly ball.
Uh-oh.
It's going to be between Brady South and the right fielder, but the right fielder calls him off and makes the catch. Austin Bodie definitely didn't want Brady South trying to have to make an over-the-shoulder catch running out towards the right field. So I think Bodie, that's an easy call for Bodie. So that's the second out of the inning. Coming to the plate now, Josh Pine. 2 outs and a runner on first base.
Josh had a nice home run yesterday over the left center fence.
Pickoff move to first. Taylor gets back. Didn't look like a balk. Looked clean. Whiteacre trying to get through the inning scoreless here. And the pitch to Pine. Ground ball to the shortstop. A couple steps to his left, makes the throw to first, and that'll end the inning. Cerny with a strong throw. Boy, does he have a rocket there at shortstop. So that's one hit, no runs for Team Foley, and it's going to be 1-0 Team Reisdorf as we're done with the first inning. We'll be back for the second inning.
Actually, Cassidy, are you with us?
Yes, I'm here. And sounds like so far this game is about as evenly matched as it was yesterday, and that bodes well for a very competitive Hoosier series.
Yes, I think this is going to be a very competitive series all the way to the end.
Yes, and it's always, but it makes the bragging rights that much better, and it makes the team that much better. Really giving it their all in the fall, as much as you're going to in the fall. You're not risking injury or anything like that. So I do like to hear some good games going on.
Though it's also good. So the thing I think was the biggest positive about yesterday was that, it wasn't like any of the comebacks or the big innings were, because a pitcher lost command or something
Right.
like that. It was competitive, and it was positive actions led to the scoring. And it was really, as they said, when you talked about the batters working the pitchers, that was the thing that I was most impressed with, was the batters
Yes.
were working all those pitchers.
Yes, I
Of
would
course,
agree.
that might eventually lead to having to shorten the series a bit.
That is true.
These guys aren't worked up to begin with, and then
Right.
Okay.
Again, you're not risking injury in the fall.
Nope. And speaking on that, Crafty he only gave up 1 run, but he threw a lot of pitches there in the
Mhm.
first. He's back on the bump here to start the second. And a high fastball swung out for strike 1. Jason Oliver at the plate. Second pitch from Crafty.
we've got a pretty thick fog settling in on Bart Kaufman Field. Actually, is it raining?
I believe it's raining. I see the umbrellas popping out.
Oh,
0-2
yeah, there's a bunch
pitch.
right now.
0-2 pitch painted inside corner. Looked at for strike 3.
Yeah, some fans scattering back to the terrace to get some coverage. And like you said, Josh, 4, 5, 6 umbrellas popped out all at once.
Really good pitch there for a strikeout, first out of the inning. Kraft misses a little high for ball 1, back around to the top. Nick Mitchell up to the plate, who had a single and scored a run in the first. Another good breaking ball looked at for strike 2.
Yeah, that's 4 hits in the series already for Mitchell.
Missed up and outside.
Love the frame job there.
Yeah, that was a little too much. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out, nobody on base. Kraft delivers. Fouled straight back. So now we're even 2-2.
Brock's helping his pitcher out.
Oh, it looked good. It just a little bit too far out to get called. So 2-2, nobody on with 1 out. Kraft delivers. Low and away. So we're going full here. Crafty set in the payoff pitch. Skied towards first. And it's going to be taken by the second baseman, Burkle.
He did a good job calling off. Who was that?
Shepherd.
AJ Shepherd.
Yep.
Yeah, he got over there. He had the better route on it. He called him right off. He was loud. He made sure he could hear it, and then made the grab.
Yeah, he had plenty of time to get over there. And first baseman, just like at third the other way, anything behind On the corners, you want the middle infielders to get to. So 2 outs now for Kraft with nobody on. First pitch fouled back. Tyler Cerny at the plate. Kraft delivers. Good curve ball. Ground ball to Pine. Has to backhand and has no play. It looked like might have been fouled off his footer, but evidently it was not. Yeah, Pine had no chance on that.
He didn't even go to his patented barehand scoop. He just knew there wasn't a play.
No,
He was going to put that ball in his pocket either way.
no, you just got to hope that's called foul as a defender.
He's so good at that barehand. It just seemed weird to see him go to the glove hand on that, but it's just because he knew there was no play. Kraft to the plate. It's a ground ball through the 5-6 hole, base hit. So now it's first and second with 2 outs. We got Ryan Kraft with another 2 men on, 2 out jam like he had in the first inning. And we'll see if he can weasel his way out of this one as well. Last time he did it via strikeout.
Yeah, he's been a little unlucky this inning. He's actually been pitching very well. He's locating that off speed a lot better in this inning. It's just some weak contact has managed to turn into hits for him.
That ball definitely wasn't smoked. Perfectly placed in the 5-6 hole. First pitch inside, 1-1. So we got TJ Schuyler at the plate. First and second, 2 outs. See if Team Reisdorf can add to their lead or if Kraft can wiggle out of the jam. Ground ball, foul. So 1-1 count now with 2 outs. I like it. The PA bringing in the charge. I don't know who to root for, though. Who do you root for? The Hoosiers or the Hoosiers?
Burkle is trying to keep the runner at second from going too far, but otherwise the defense is pretty much playing straight up.
Kraft to the plate, swing and a miss. 1-2 now with 2 outs here in the top of the second inning. 4 hits for Team Reisdorf, but still just the 1 run that crossed.
All singles. Or no, a double, I guess.
1 double off the wall. Was it Mitchell?
Yeah.
And the pitch, it's a weak ground ball to the left side, but it goes foul. Pine was all over it, but foul ball, no play, obviously. So it'll be a 1-2 count with 2 outs. Kraft grabs the rosin, takes a couple steps off the mound. TJ Schuyler's drying off his bat on his uniform, so the rain must be really come down. It's hard to tell from inside the booth, to be honest with you. All right, Kraft with the 1-2 pitch with 2 outs and 2 on to the plate. Outside. So it'll be 2-2 here in the second.
With 2 on.
With 2 on. Yeah.
Deuces wild.
Here we go. Kraft looks in. TJ Schuyler trying to make him pay. And the pitch. Inside. So the count goes full here for TJ Schuyler. A little Kraft versus Schuyler action. First and second with 2 outs. Looks like the outfield's actually playing in. They look a little shallow to me. Maybe they know some analytics we don't know. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. So Kraft repeats what he did in the first. Gets a big strikeout with 2 on and 2 out to make sure there are no 2-out RBIs. So at the end of the top of the second, amidst the raindrops, we have a 1-0 lead for Team Reisdorf. And we're back here in the bottom of the second. Andrew Wiggins is going to lead us off. He smacks one down the right field line just over the first baseman's glove. He's going to try to get a double out of this. Rounds first, makes it easily. He actually overran second base a little bit, thinking maybe he could go to third. Wiggins with some hard contact. Good stuff. So that's a leadoff double for Andrew Wiggins. Is that Whiteacre still on the hill, Josh?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
That was 103 miles per hour off the bat. That was quite well smoked by Wiggins.
Ooh, good stuff from Wiggins. Burkle's the next batter with a man on second. That's the second hit for Team Foley. Swing and a miss for the first pitch from Whiteacre. Wiggins jumped all over that fastball too. Quick hands, kept the ball fair.
Burkle took a hefty cut at that one too.
Yeah, maybe that's the line on Whiteacre. Go after that first pitch. Second pitch, swing and a miss on some upstairs heat.
Lost some gear. I guess.
What was that? Is that his elbow pad?
No, I think it's his glove, base running glove.
The oven mitt. Okay.
Definitely not getting cheated at the plate.
No, that was a healthy hack. 0-2 pitch, nobody out. Andrew Wiggins on second base. Inside ball one.
South is playing behind the bag right now. And so he's both holding on Wiggins and playing pull for the batter.
Breaking ball from Whiteacre is outside for ball 2. 2-2 count. Now, I think officially, if this was the MLB, he'd be against the shift rule right here. Now that Brady South, right? It's a little bit past the bag on the wrong side.
By about 2 feet.
Right? Yeah. 2-2 pitch to Burkle. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That's a nice breaking ball. Whiteacre.
This is college baseball. We play with real rules here.
No, it's true. True. I'm just thinking, now that the postseason's on a little bit of a break since the Dodgers got swept so quick.
Ouch.
I thought I'd mention the playoffs a little bit.
Ouch.
But I do like that we have Hoosiers in the NLCS. Guaranteed to have a Hoosier alum playing for a ring this year. It'll either be Andrew Salfrank or Kyle Schwarber.
And you got to figure that they will bring in Salfrank at some point to pinch against Schwarber.
Oh, absolutely. That'll be wild.
Lefty on lefty, no question.
Swing and a miss from Whiteacre. Actually missed the first pitch. We were talking about Schwarber and Salfrank, so it's actually 0-2 with one out here. Whiteacre trying to get a quick K here. The man on second and one out. Yeah, that's going to be wild. NLCS Salfrank versus Schwarber. Pitch from Whiteacre. Ball 1 inside. That Brady South is he's sneaky over there. He's sneaky quick getting over to try to keep Wiggins back to the bag. It might be the sweats. He's aerodynamic. Oh, breaking ball, 76 mile an hour. Called strike 3. Whiteacre with a nice place curveball there. So Whiteacre, after the leadoff double, got the next 2 guys out. So we've got 2 outs here for Carter Matheson. See if he can get a 2-out RBI and drive Wiggins home. The pitch fouled into the net down the right field side. 0-1 count with 2 outs. Brady South was 2 outs, has now decided to not keep the run on. He's playing a shift. Playing very deep second base. This is the Brady South cam. We should have a separate cam that just follows Brady South. The pitch to Matheson, swing and a miss. Whiteacre's been getting a lot of swings and misses in this game. Oh, okay. Who's that? Tibbetts coming out to speak with Whitaker. It's 0-2 with 2 outs. You're going to go talk to him? Oh, excuse me. That's TJ Schuyler. As I'm mixing up my Hoosiers, Schuyler's wearing the gray pinstripes. Tibbetts is wearing the white unis.
Yeah, their numbers look the same though behind the gear.
That's what I looked at. I looked at the number. Yeah, I messed that up. All right. Evan Whiteacre, 0-2, 2 outs. The pitch. Right down the middle, called strike 3. I don't know what Matheson was looking for, but I guess he wasn't looking for a pitch down the middle. That'll end the inning. Wow. All right. 1-0 after 2.
Yes, you still with us?
I am. And Feeney, I think that's the first time I've ever heard sweatpants called like aerodynamic. Like I don't know that sweatpants give much of an advantage there, but it made me chuckle. I will say, over the course of these couple of games, we have seen a little bit of traffic on the base paths. And while normally we don't like seeing traffic on the base paths when we're on the mound, getting that little bit of experience now, probably a good thing. Working out of jams, getting into a little bit of trouble, probably not a bad thing at this stage.
Yeah, if you just mow everybody down 1-2-3, 1-2-3, like we've seen Foley been doing against when we were pitching against the Indiana State or Great Lakes or whoever.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, obviously it builds confidence, but you're not learning how to perform in high stress situations.
Right. And that I would rather they face a little bit of adversity now against each other than face it for the first time when they're actual playing games that count.
Agreed. Is this a pitching change, Carl? Is that Drew Burr? I believe. Is that a 24?
Yeah, that's number 24.
Okay, so Cass, it looks like we're going to have Drew Burr pitching the third inning, coming in for Ryan Kraft.
Yes.
And Team Foley. Like I said, so it was 2. Yeah, so it was 2 shutout. So I keep mixing up the home and the away with the colors here.
Yeah, I would not be able to keep that straight.
So Ryan Thor's team's in the dugout. So Kraft gave up 1 run on 4 hits in 2 innings. So that's what happened there. And Drew Burr will pitch the third. But like you said, Kraft got out of some jams, and we'll see what happens with Burr. Will he dominate, or will he have to get some practice in high-stress situation?
Yep.
Looks like it's still raining. Must be just a light mist. It's hard to tell from in the booth. Okay, so now we're going to have a leadoff batter for Team Reisdorf. Looks like that's number 45, Austin Bodie. The pitch from Drew Burr to Bodie outside. Now, if I'm anybody pitching to this Austin Bodie in this game, I got to be careful. Bodie's been on fire. 3 home runs in a couple of days. This guy's got a power bat. Second pitch to Bodie, called strike. 91 miles an hour from Burr. Not even much about Burr. You guys know where Burr
He's he's a transfer from Bellarmine.
Okay.
He was a starter at Bellarmine. He started 14 games last year.
Is that the SoCon? Where's Bellarmine? I think that's the Southern Conference. Oh, we played them. That's why. We played them like 4 games, right?
Yeah.
That's why I know them. I think they are in the SoCon. All right, so it's 2-1 and nobody out. Drew Burr to Austin Bodie. Called strike 2. Bodie kicking himself on that one. That was a pitch, a very hittable pitch, but he let it go. 2-2 and nobody out. Drew Burr to the plate. Upstairs.
Yeah, Burr's got a low to mid-90s fastball and a cutter. That's his repertoire.
His last pitch was 90 miles an hour. And the full count pitch to Bodie. Foul ball sky high. I think it's going to clear the net, though. It's right behind the plate. Ooh, just got into the red seats. Big ricochet for blonde-haired lady, but she can't make the play. Oh, wow. I thought she was going to make the catch. Blonde-haired red jacket. It was a good effort. All right, so we got a full count, nobody out. Drew Burr to Austin Bodie. That blonde-haired lady really with an A+ effort there in the red seats. Strike 3, got him. 87 mile an hour. They fell off the table a little bit. Bodie's looking back at Burr. Maybe wanting to give him credit for such a good pitch. I don't know. So that's the first out of the inning. So far, the highlight was definitely the blonde-haired lady with the red coat. And batting second is going to be Jake Stadler. And the pitch. Upstairs, apparently. I thought it looked good, but 90 mile an hour heater. Ball 1.
At Bellarmine, Burr did quite well at striking guys out and avoiding walks. His control was exceptional. He did get hit a bit, so that's he's probably trying to work on how that pitch mix works to try to miss more bats and get more weak contact.
1-1 count now after a called strike. Next pitch, it's smacked up to center field. Center fielder takes about 4 steps to his right and makes the catch. That was Carter Matheson making the grab there. I guess he wasn't too disturbed by the caught-looking strike 3 last inning. He makes a nice play in center after a little bit of effort over there to make the grab. You never want to let troubles at the plate affect your D. Now batting Jason Oliver. Smacked the short. 3 hop to the shortstop. He gets the ball, he put it in his pocket. I thought Hayden Carlson was going to make the throw there, but I think he chose wisely. Oliver really busted it down the line and would have beat it out. But nice work by Carlson to get over into the hole there to get the ball.
That's the 5th hit for Team Reisdorf so far today.
Just single, no? Oh, no, the double by
Mitchell.
Mitchell.
You keep forgetting the double.
Speaking of Mitchell, he's batting now with 2 outs and a run on first. Ball 1. So the Grant and them are going to really like Burr, his control, you're saying. So big strikeout guy, not a lot of walks. I know they're big into that. Jason Oliver is actually at the plate now. Looks like I skipped the lineup by 1. My fault. So we've got a runner on first. I'm a little mixed up with the lineup. 2-0 count, 2 outs. The pitch from Burr. It's a ground ball to the second baseman. Throws to first to end the inning. Burke will make the nice play. It was an easy one. But you know what? You got to make those plays too. So that's 3 outs. Finishes the inning, the top of the 3rd. We're still 1-0 Team Reisdorf going to the bottom of the 3rd. And we're back to Bar Kaufman Field. Leading off and getting hit by the first pitch is Devin Taylor. Do we have a pitching change, Josh? No, still Whiteacre on the mound? Okay, great. I saw you grab those binocs. I thought maybe there was a switch.
Just making sure.
Oh, yeah. Okay, now we have Brock Tibbetts coming to the plate with one on and nobody out.
I think in this series, it's going to be important to try to get as much length as you can out of your pitchers.
Kraft threw a lot of pitches. He only threw 2 innings, but it was a lot of pitches. He had a lot of traffic on base. First pitch looks like it's strike one, 0-1. For those enjoying the music, I like it too. Carl, leave it on a little bit. I could hear it very low. All right. Whiteacre with the 0-1 pitch to Tibbetts. Taylor leading off first. Whiteacre throws over. Taylor scoots back. Looks like we're switching up the base coach. Oh, no, that was the road team we were looking at last time. Who we got coaching third here? I don't know who that is. Have to check it out with the binoculars. The pitch to Tibbetts is downstairs, 1-1. Hard to tell. We do have 2 new base coaches, though, for your team Foley.
Joey V.
Oh, maybe it is Joey B.
Matter Shepherd.
0-2 count, nobody out to Brock Tibbetts in the pitch. Oh, he went fishing. He went fishing for that one. That's a swing and a miss. First out of the inning, strikeout for Whiteacre.
AJ.
Oh, AJ Shepard coaching third base?
Mhm.
Okay, good stuff.
I guess it's true. He's on the team, but not in the batting order. So
It's kind of like a softball game. You can kind of coach like last out, coaches third, maybe. That's how we used to do it. Now batting Josh Pine. Devin Taylor leading off first. Josh Pine at the plate. Whiteacre decides to throw over. Taylor gets back.
he barely got back. That was
So
actually
Stadler.
that was closer than it should have been.
Yeah, Stadler kept the tag on. He wanted the call. I could tell. All right, Josh Pine up. 1 out, 1 on. The pitch. Breaking ball upstairs. This is restarting, huh? Okay. We got a restarting computer here in the booth. Good stuff. 1-0 count to Josh Pine with 1 out. It's 1-0 Team Reisdorf. A lot of the umbrellas have been put away. The raindrops seem to have ceased for the moment, and it's a foul ball straight back. Oh, Josh Pine's got that face on. He knows he just missed one. He wanted to crush that one into the Hoosier bullpen. So it's 1-1 now with 1 out. Devin Taylor on first base. Well, we're going to pick off throw to first. Back again. Whiteacre really thinks Taylor's going to steal. I want to see Brady South take the throw and make the tag. All right, the 1-1, 1 out pitch to Pine. Breaking ball upstairs. 2-1 count. 75-mile-an-hour breaker from Whiteacre. Whiteacre to the plate. Just as I said that, now the umbrellas come back out. Swing and a miss from Pine. 2-2 count. Hey, literally as I said that, I guess it started raining again because that back come the umbrellas.
Yeah, Pine's hand slipped off on that swing. That's the second time we've seen that so far. So, yeah, it's a little wet.
Now, Skyler was drying off his bat, I remember, on his uniform. 2-2, 1 out. The pitch. High foul ball, fly ball. It's going to clear into the seats. Actually goes into the road bullpen. It was the home bullpen for one game, I remember. I guess it's been for a few with the Big Ten tournament too, right? But I definitely remember one particular night that was our bullpen. We won't talk about that, though. All right, Josh Pine to the plate.
Bad night.
That was not a good one, man. Oh, pickoff throw gets away. Taylor scoots over to second base, no throw. So after many, many pickoff throws, this one was just not on target, and Taylor's able to advance.
High and wide.
So now he's got a runner in scoring position. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out for Josh Pine. Hopefully he dried off the bat a little bit. The pitch. Foul ball straight back over the luxury boxes. And now this is actually Tibbetts, right? Tibbetts goes to the mound to talk to Whiteacre.
That was very quick. It was like he had one word to say to him.
Yeah, what did he say? That was quick. It really was. 2-2, 1 out, man on second for Josh Pine. 1-0 team Risdorf. The pitch. Oh, upstairs, swinging a miss from Pine. He tried to crush that one, but was able to strike out instead. We got a man on second and 2 outs now for Andrew Wiggins. He had some nice publicity put out by Baseball America yesterday, really praising him and his tools, whether it's the arm or the bat and the defense. I got pushed around a lot of retweets I saw on that. I saw our guy Jeremy Gray send that out. He was very impressed with him in a batting cage. He saw some BP from Wiggins, and definitely agreed that was impressive. And the pitch to Wiggins, ball one, so it's a 1-1 count. We got Taylor on second, Wiggins at the plate with 2 outs. Evan Whiteacre trying to get out of the jam here. And the pitch, breaking ball, smacked right up the middle, but it hits the base. Oh, it would have been an easy out, but it literally hit the base, and it's going to drive Devin Taylor in to score. Cerny was all over it. He was about to take it on about the third hop and make the play to first to end the inning, but it hit the bag, scooted to the right. Brady South started chasing it, but it wasn't going to happen. So I guess you'd say a lucky single for Andrew Wiggins. Ties the game 1-1. What do you think, Cole? Are these bases bigger, like the MLB bases are bigger? Or are they the same size?
Like I said, they play real baseball here.
Okay, so these aren't the pizza boxes. Okay. Swing and a miss to Burkle.
I am just joking, but
They all
overall,
bigger?
they're not bigger. It probably you'll see that eventually, but it's going to take so much time for all of the schools to be able to afford the new bags that it's going to take some time.
Now 1-1 to Burkle with Wiggins on first. My only question was because even with the smaller base, it hit the bag there. With the pizza boxes MLB has now, it definitely would have hit it. 1-1, 2 outs to Burkle with a man on first. Upstairs, ball 2. Cerny definitely would have made that play and ended the inning now. Sometimes the ball hits the bag. What are you going to do? And the pitch. Oh, ball gets away from the catcher. Wiggins heads over to second base. He's thinking about third, but puts the brakes on. That would have been a poor decision if he tried for third. So we got a 3-1 count with 2 outs. Brandon Burkle in the same situation as Wiggins was, man on second, 2 outs. Maybe Burkle would hit it off the second. Oh, but Brady South is playing right by the bag now, just in case he does. The 3-1 pitch, fouled to the right side, out of play.
Just being ready for the ricochet.
Yeah, you see that, right? He's right there. That's basically where the ball went when Wiggins hit it. After it hit the bag, it went directly where Brady South is now. He's coming in for the pickoff. No, the pitch. Strike 3 upstairs, but Burkle chased. Whiteacre gets out of the jam. But Team Foley does tie the game on the Wiggins single. So we're 1-1 after 3.
Yeah, so you ready to jump in?
Sure. Yeah, and I'm liking that so far through, what are we at? 11 innings between the two games, one funky inning with the runner starting on second. No one's really allowed anything to get out of hand that much. No real snowball innings. There have been some home runs and some big home runs, but no one's really let it get to them too hard, which is really encouraging to see. Pitchers have largely had the strike zone the whole time. Might issue a walk, but we've seen I think 1 HBP, and we've seen, I think, a couple of walks. Nothing nothing real huge. So the command has been really good so far through 1 1/2 games, which
And
is
in most
really
of the
good to see.
cases, the offense has had to earn these runs with
Yes.
bats.
Yes.
Yeah, one hit by pitch, one walk. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 12 strikeouts. So yeah, they've been pumping strikes.
Yep. Yep. And that's really good to see. Even if usually what we see in the fall at least loosely translates to what we see in the spring as far as control. When we see guys who have major control issues, they still tend to have a little bit of control issue in the spring. And when we see guys who are pounding the zone, they tend to pretty well be pounding the zone in spring. So this is a good sign so far.
All right, we're back at it in the top of the 4th inning. Cerny is up to bat. Burr is pitching. 0-1 count. First pitch was fouled off. Burr fires. Cerny rips one to left field. It is over Taylor's head and to the wall. Cerny is going to stand up at second with a double.
Cerny's second hit of the game. He drove that one over Devin's head and easy double.
Morgan Colopy now steps in with no outs and a runner in scoring position. Burr looks in for his sign. He's pitching from the stretch. Fires. That is high and outside, ball 1. Burr fires. This one is in for strike 1. Colopy took that that outside strike.
Colopy's been on twice with a hit and a walk so far today.
Burr takes a look at the runner, and then fires a strike low and in. So he's hitting both sides of the zone, which is good to see. Count is 1-2. Burr has the advantage. Seems to be quite dialed in right now. Takes this fastball a little bit farther out, and Colopy fouls that out. Count remains 1-2. Burr checks Cerny quickly, then focuses on home plate. Another look at Cerny. Fires home. That looked like a slider that missed outside, ball 2. Or actually probably more of a cutter. Checks the runner, fires home. That hits the outside corner, strike 3. Colopy goes down looking. 1 out now. And that will bring up TJ Schuyler. It's a good recovery by Burr there, I think, after giving up the big hit to Cerny. That's a cutter in, strike 1 fouled. I think it's important to the point there is that he's able to hit the zone in both sides. Check Cerny, fires home. That one was low, ball 1. Fastball up and in, ball 2. Schuyler is going to make him throw a strike here. Cerny's not really that far off of second base. Burr fires home. That is chopped up the middle and very shallow, and all Burkle can do is hold on to it. Okay, so now we have runners on the corners with one out.
I think we're gonna have a injury timeout here. I'm not sure what happened, but Skylar kind of pulled up. I don't know. Look, maybe a hamstring. But he is not going to continue.
All right, there's a mound visit going on, and Team Reisdorf is going to take a look at their situation right now. So we will take a break. All right, we're back. Colopy is now running for Skylar. We're not sure how that's going to impact. Things are already pretty thin as far as players on both sides, so we'll see how they play this on defense. Burr fires. Bodie is the batter. That one missed low and outside, ball one.
And I don't know how serious it is, but you're not gonna take any risks.
No.
And fall, it's wet. Right call, either way.
Pickoff move. Colopy gets back. Defense is playing to pull. Fastball high and outside, ball two. To the left-handed Bodie. That's pulled foul. 2-1 is the count. Carlson is playing very close to the bag, short. While Burkle is playing not quite onto the green. Over at second.
Onto the green. Like it's golf. There's no grass though. You're right. It's either green or brown turf.
Nice pickoff move, but Colopy still gets back. Maybe a little concerned about them trying the little league play here to try to steal a run. Fastball up and on the outside part of the plate, strike two. Swing and miss.
I always hate when we get burned by those little league plays. You'd think there'd just always be a way to combat it, but teams get away with it every time.
Okay, that missed badly outside, so we have a full count now. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runners on first and third. For Bodie, the important thing here is making contact. You do not want to strike out with a runner on third in less than 2 outs, especially as tight as this series has been. Ball 4. So Bodie walks and bases are loaded. So Burr's got himself into a bit of a jam here.
Close pitch, but it was upstairs, I'd have to say. Good AB, showing a good eye at the plate was Bodie.
This brings up Stadler, who's also hitting from the left side. Defense is playing pretty much the same. Pine is even with the bag, given the fact that there could be a play, and now a forced play at home. That pitch is low and inside, ball one. Outfield is pretty much straight up. Yeah, Carlson is playing well behind the bag now. At second. Little dribbler down the right field line, that first base line, that is foul. Brings the count to 1-1. Taking some time to get the sign here. Burr fires. That is ball two. Couldn't. That was closer, but that missed.
91 miles an hour from Burr, keeping it pretty much 90s in every inning that he's taking the hill.
And I think they're going to try to get some length out of him. Strike two, nice off-speed pitch. That was a cutter. Strike two brings the count to 2-2.
You did say he was a starter at Bellarmine, right?
Yes.
So he's used to being lengthened out.
Yeah,
Maybe he pitched against us. Maybe we'll look it up, figure it out. Never know. He might have.
Strike three called inside corner, 92-mile-per-hour fastball. Really nice pitch by Burr there. That was a huge strikeout with the bases loaded.
On the black, inside. Nothing Stadler was doing with that anyway. Great pitch.
So now Pine has backed up and defense just needs to get one out here. Oliver steps into the plate. That pitch is taken for a strike on the outside, lower outside part of the plate.
I've only been really one 2-out hit that I can remember from either team, and that was the ball that bounced off the base that Wiggins hit. Pitchers have really knuckled down with 2 outs.
That just missed, ball 1-1.
There has been plenty of base runners with 2 outs, but just that one hit, and really that shouldn't have been one. I got lucky with that one.
Cutter fouled. Strike two.
Burr's got a shot to get out of this one. 1-2 count, 2 outs. See what Oliver can do. Be good for him. Get a nice base hit up the middle here. 2 strikes and 2 outs. Just still shorten up the swing. Just line drive somewhere. Get 2 RBIs out of it.
That missed low. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bases are loaded. This is a big spot in this game. I think it's a big spot. Could be very well be a big spot in this series.
Colopy not lengthening his lead at second base. I thought he would be.
That misses high and outside. Ball 3. Bases are loaded. That means the runners will be in motion.
Well, now it won't matter because you got the merry-go-round, so they're all running now.
Now, the point is you find a gap, and that could clear the bases.
Oh, yeah.
That's fouled. So that was a cutter. Obviously, said Burr's trying to get the ball in the zone, so it's a good opportunity here to get a hit, drive in some runs.
AJ Shepard not even bothering holding him on anymore. He backs up to give himself some more range if the ball gets hit towards him at first base.
Strike 3. That was a nice cutter up and in, and that will end the inning and keep the game at a 1-1 click. Cass, what do you got for us?
Well, I have confirmed that Burr did pitch against the Hoosiers last
Oh, he
year.
did.
He was the starter for game 3. And I'm just happy he seems to be doing better pitching against the Hoosiers now than he did then.
Yeah, that was the one that got out of hand, right? The first two were the close ones.
Yeah, that was the one that got out of hand. He gave up 10 earned runs in 2 innings. 2 HBP.
The first 2 games we had to come back and come from behind, didn't we?
Yeah. Yeah, so that's one that he probably would rather forget. But he seems to be pitching better, much better so far this fall than he did against the Hoosiers last spring. But I will say it's been really good to see the batters really work the pitching. They're not going down super easy. They're making them fight and really keeping it competitive on both at the plate and on the mound.
There's been a lot of deep counts, a lot of good ABs.
Yep.
People are
Yep.
drawing walks and stuff. We do have a pitching change. Ryan Rushing is warming up on the mound now. I believe he's out of Florida, if I remember. Ryan Rushing.
So that closes the book on Whitaker. He pitched very well. 3 full innings, 13 batters faced, 3 hits, 1 earned run, 7 strikeouts, and a hit by pitch. So that's a pretty good outing from Evan there.
Rushing showed some real guts. I remember his first performance against Indiana State. He came out, he was battling some nerves. It was first time pitching maybe, in a D1 situation here with us. And he walked the bases loaded, but not one of those guys scored. He got out of the jam, bases loaded, nobody out, and we got out of the inning. And it was scoreless, which was nice to see. And it looks like as we start the bottom of the 4th for Team Foley, we're going to have Hayden Carlson leading us off, playing shortstop for Team Foley today. So it's going to be Rushing versus Carlson to start the 4th. Carlson squares to bunt. He pops it up behind the plate, but there's no play. No play for Stadler. Just out of reach. He wasn't going to make that. I guess so. That was a switch, right? Because Stadler's catching now. I just noticed it because I saw his face. He pulled that helmet off. You don't mistake Stadler for too many others. He's got some lettuce. Let's say that. He's got the locks.
So it looks like Shepard is going to be all-time first baseman now.
Okay. First pitch is a called strike to Carlson. Brady South still playing second with the Sweats. He's played a good game, that Brady South, I got to tell you. The pitch to Carlson fouled off way back out of the stadium. So Stadler's catching here. Did Tibbetts? Is Tibbetts still catching? No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Tibbetts is still catching. No, he's not. That is not
Tibbetts.
Well, this is Stadler here. Oh, is this where Tibbetts was catching? No, Tibbetts is the catcher for the other team. Oh, Skylar.
Yeah.
Okay. It's hard to keep track of everything. It's the double Hoosier thing. 1 and 2 count, nobody out. The pitch to Carlson is downstairs. So it's a 2 and 2 count. Following Carlson, we're going to have, let's see, who's up? Number 3. I think we know him. Carter Matheson on deck.
Apologies, I was a little late in getting the scoreboard updated because I had to fix something on one of our local computers. But we're back up and running now.
Now, if there's a pickoff play, what does Shepard do? Does he drop the ball since he's playing first base for both teams now, but he's really on Team Foley? I mean, this could be a conflict of interest. I mean, basically any play to Shepard at this point is going to be a conflict of interest. But I notice it more now with a runner on first. Swing and a miss from Matheson makes it an 0-2 count with nobody out. Carlson walked, by the way. I was so focused on our automatic first baseman, I forgot to let you know that Carlson walked. So there's a man on first. It's an 0-2 count to Matheson. The pitch from Rushing. Ground ball to Brady South. He pivots, throws to short. They get the force at second base. What a play. Looked like he'd been out there for years, this South kid. So that's one out. The lead runner, South just took care of the lead runner there. So let's see. Matheson switches places with Carlson at first, and we got one out for Devin Taylor. Boy, that pivot and throw to second base, you would think he played out there for years, Brady South. So Rushing has got Taylor up with a runner on first base and one out. And the pitch. It's a ground ball to A.J. Shepard. I'm not sure what team he's playing for, but he's going to make the play at first base. Wow, he had a decision to make there. He could have let it go through the 5-hole and maybe helped out Team Foley, but no, he makes the grab.
Shepard's got a professional mindset out there.
Yeah. He wasn't gonna compromise the integrity of the game. Great play. What a stab.
Okay, the players have come off the field.
It looks like that was worth 2 outs. That play was so good. And I guess that's the third out of the inning. Even though it really was the second out of the inning. But I think because it was A.J. Shepard, they gave him credit for 2 outs since he's playing for both teams. I'm going to go with that.
So yes, that will end the fourth inning, and we still have a 1-1 tie. And they're taking some time, but Team Foley is gradually taking the field now.
Well, I don't think they were ready, anticipating that it was going to be a 2-out inning where any out to A.J. Shepard is a double out. Well, I mean, you can't assume that. So it's 1-1 after 4. And what are these games? 7 innings, Carl?
Yes.
Okay, 7 innings.
All right, warming up now is Julian Tonghini, who did not, in fact,
hit a home run yesterday, despite my call.
As it turns out, both Tonghini and Bodie are wearing 45 for this series. So it was a little confusing. Apparently, there were just not enough 48 jerseys to go around.
Looks like Tahini's wearing 45 today. I'm not sure how they're deciding which one wears what each day, but Tahini out of Boston College will be pitching for Team Foley. It's a 1-1 score, top of the 5th.
Nick Mitchell steps in. Tonghini fires. And that is a strike on the outer half. Yeah, probably not good for me that I mistook a right-handed for a left-handed hitter, but
Hey, Carl, sometimes they do that. They do the opposite to protect the arm from a hit by pitch or anything.
Mitchell fouls that back well into the stands. Strike 1 for strike 2. 0-2 count.
Now, Tahini's coming from a Boston College squad that has a ton of postseason experience. They've made it to the Supers quite a few years lately. I don't know how many seasons Tahini pitched for them, but the culture of that squad is definitely used to the postseason.
Well, he saw a lot of action in their very good run last year.
Yeah, they just got new facilities built. Very nice stadium. They call it Bird Bowl because it's the Boston College Eagles. So it's hashtag Bird Bowl.
Mitchell hits that, and Burkle manages to knock it down. But that's all he can do with it. Mitchell is on base. Mitchell is finding so many ways to get hits in this series. It is impressive. That's his 5th hit of the series, and the 8th hit for Riseboro's team today.
I'm telling you, I think Nick Mitchell's lucky Brady South wasn't playing second base for this team because I say he makes that play and the throw. Barkle was only able to smother, it's all about who's playing second base at the time.
And he fires. Cerny fouls that off, 0-1.
It's definitely got a little chillier out here. I took a walk last inning. Temps have definitely dropped since first pitch. Definitely a fall afternoon here at the bar.
That fastball is well outside. And Tippett manages to get his body over there to keep it from to keep Mitchell at first. 1-1 count. Tahini fires. Fouled off again. 1-2 count. No. Tahini fires. Cerny swings. That is strike 3. Cerny goes down on strikes. That is the first out of the inning.
Upstairs, you went chasing a little there, Carl. No. Now look, there's another 45 on deck here. So, oh boy, is this going to happen? It has to, right? Unless there's a double play.
Yeah.
Oh, this is going to be great. The Carl world will collide here. Next at bat.
Yeah, that ball is inside. Colopy is up at the plate. 1-0 count. Taking some time here. Tahini fires. That ball misses outside. 2-0 count.
Tahini definitely takes his time on the mound. It's noticeably different than some of the other guys that have been on the mound today. Everyone's got their own style.
Tahini fires. Colopy lets that one go. That off-speed pitch falls in for strike 1. 2-1 count.
I would think as a defender, you'd want a guy moving quick, just so you're not, out there longer and you can focus and get ready for the next pitch.
Colopy hits that right up the middle, and Mitchell's going to try to get to third. He is going to come in standing. Base hit. Runners at the corners now.
Mitchell definitely has another gear because he took it easy into second base, and once he hit that bag, he hit that other gear to go first to third. That was noticeable. Mitchell has wheels.
So runners on the corners with 1 out. We've got the 45 versus 45 battle. Tahini to Bodie.
This is great. Carl's worlds collide the next day.
Pine is playing even with the bag. Fastball, strike 1.
I mean, what were the odds of this, Carl? That would have even happened yesterday, and now we have them facing each other.
I'm glad I know this. I'd be really confused if I didn't know.
Yes, it would. And it's an inning you're calling. I mean, everything has just fell into place here.
Yes.
Wow. First and third, 1 out. 1-1 tie here. Where are we in the fifth? Fifth inning.
Counts 1-1. That ball missed just slightly. Tahini fires. Bodie hits that one high into left field. Taylor is tracking. He's on the warning track. No, in front of the warning track. He catches it. We got to tag up and score. Sack fly brings in another run and gets Reisdorf on top 2-1.
Bodie needed a little bit more of an outwardly win there, and he would have put that in the bullpen. Just couldn't get the jet stream. Taylor with a nice play, camped under it. He made the throw, but they cut it off. He was deep enough where he was just not going to get him. Not with Mitchell's speed.
Not Bodie did exactly what he needed to do. Get that run in from third.
So it's 2 outs now. Takes the lead. Team Risers takes their second lead of the game. They scored the first run of the game when it was 1-0. Foley tied it in the third, and Reisdorf's take the lead again here in the fifth.
Heaney is set. He's pitching to Stadler. No count. Stadler rips that one. It is going. It is gone. Home run. Jake Stadler. And that gives Reisdorf a 4-1 lead. Wiggins did take a few steps, but there was nothing he could do about that. Jake Stadler with the home run.
No, that was a courtesy jog if I've ever seen one. That ball 3-hop to the Schwarber light pole, the 408 pole. Really a nice shot. And he left one up, rushing left one up, and Stadler just crushed it. And that's 4-1 now for Reisdorf. That ball's just sitting there right next to Schwarber's pole, 408 feet. A lot of people don't know why that sign is there. It is because Schwarber hit a few out there. That's 408 marker was not there. It was placed there because of Kyle, and they needed some way to track exactly how far he was hitting them. So they placed that up there. Not that Kyle didn't hit him into the trees in center field as well, because he surely did with ease.
Okay, we've got a 1-2 count now. Tongi's actually working a little faster now.
Maybe it's about base runners on him. So he did have base runners on that whole time. Maybe that's what slows down the operation.
Missed. 2-2 count. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, nobody on. Reisdorf is up 4-1. Tonghini fires. That is foul straight back.
Stadler's a newcomer, but he definitely has fit the mold of that 2-out RBIs are the best kind. Driving in 2, they were 2 outs after the Bodie fly ball to Taylor for the second out that also drove in a run.
Oliver looks, and Oliver takes strike 3, and that will end the inning. But the damage has been done, and Reisdorf takes a 4-1 lead. Cass, what do you got for us?
Well, once again, that it just takes that one home run sometimes to make a big difference. I know Team Reisdorf had already taken the slight lead, but now it makes it a little bit harder for Team Foley to claw back into it. But they were down, or were they up 3-0 early? Someone was up 3-0 early yesterday, and came back, tied it right back up a few innings later. There's still plenty of baseball to be played this, I don't know, morning, afternoon. I don't know what it is at this point anymore.
Yeah,
I think still morning.
Yeah, in yesterday's game, Foley scored, the Foley team scored 3 in the top of the 3rd, and Reisdorf came back with 3 in the bottom of the 4th.
Yep. So now it's
that pretty much held until the extra inning, the 8th, in which both teams scored 3.
Yep. And so now it's Team Foley's turn to climb back into it. It's good to see the bats working a little bit of magic.
Yeah, Reisdorf's team now has 9 hits on the day. Foley's teams only has 3, so they're going to want to get their bats hot, and they've got a big opportunity here with Brock Tippett's leading off. So Rushing has his sign. Rushing fires. That's in there for a strike. Tibbetts wants to look at a few pitches, apparently. Swing and miss, strike 2. That was a fastball. So Rushing immediately jumps out to an 0-2 lead here. Tibbetts fouls that straight back, so we'll do 0-2 again. As is typical, the defense is mostly playing relatively straight up with a right-handed hitter. The middle infielders are on the green, so they're playing Tibbetts deep. Off speed, outside off the plate, Tibbetts swings and misses, strike 3. So 1 down. Brings up Josh Pine.
Yeah.
It's a foul, so 4 pitches.
After
They were all strikes. 4 strikes.
after facing the minimum his first inning of work.
That set up a very impressive conclusion to that inning. Pine. So Pine fouled that first pitch off. So Rushing has thrown nothing but strikes so far. Pop fly, shallow right field. South brings that in. So South records another out. And Rushing is dealing right now. He's thrown nothing but strikes, and he's got 2 outs already. And that brings up Andrew Wiggins, who does have, 2 hits on the day, if I remember right?
A double and a single with an RBI.
South. I was alive. He had some third and makes the flag. Real impressive from the sweatpants guy. Wiggins did get lucky on one of his 2 hits, though.
Yeah, that first hit, he crushed that ball.
Oh, yeah, the second hit was that.
103, I think. So foul ball, strike 1. Again, we still have not seen a ball from Rushing this inning, and he's up ahead 0-1 in this count. That's a called strike, 0-2.
He was a lot quicker than.
Check swing. Is that going to get? What's the call? That's a ball. Okay.
Foul tip.
Foul tip. Oh, it was a foul tip. Okay. I was confused. Okay. Mhm. That's fouled straight back. So we will do 0-2 again.
Bothwell.
Okay, there's the first ball of the inning. That did not reach home plate, and we have a 1-2 count, but Rushing is still pitching ahead. Left on left matchup with Wiggins. They're not playing him quite as much to pull this time. Strike, outside corner. Nice pitch. All Wiggins could do was look at that one. Strike 3, and that concludes the 5th inning. We will be back.
All right, we're back to Bar Kaufman Field here for the top of the sixth. Justin Tonhini back to the hill for Team Foley, and leading off for Team Reisdorf with a 3-run lead. Let's see, who is that there?
Mitchell.
Oh, Nick Mitchell, top of the order. Top of the order. I couldn't quite see the number. Julian Tonhini, right? Boston College. He pitched last inning, and he's back for his second one now. Mitchell to the plate. High fly ball in the infield. The catcher, pitcher, and third baseman come in for it. Pine calls off everybody and says, "Let me get that," and secures the out.
Almost took off Tonhini's head there in the,
Yeah.
throw afterwards.
Wow, he really did. He really did. I don't think Tonhini even saw it coming. I mean, you got to throw the ball around after you catch it. He should have known it was coming, right? Jeez. All right, now batting. Who's that? Tyler Cerny. Tonhini versus Cerny with one out here in the sixth. I believe we're playing 7, so it's getting late early around here for Team Foley.
Tonhini's got to feel good though, getting Nick Mitchell. He's been a hard out this series.
Absolutely, that's a great point. He's been a hard out all fall for any team that's been pitching against him. Pitch to Cerny, hits a fly ball to center field. High fly. That's a major league fly ball there. Matheson camps under it and makes the play. So that's 2 outs in the inning. Pretty quick work from Tonhini for the top of the order. Let's see what he can do with Morgan Colopy. Colopy will be trying to add to this 4-1 lead at Team Reisdorf. But a quick 2 outs for Tonhini. The pitch to Colopy. And he's not going to get the third out. Deep fly ball to left center field. Going, gone, goodbye. Morgan Colopy adds to his home runs of the fall. Whew, did he smack that? First pitch swinging. Morgan Colopy does make it 5-1.
That's his third hit of the game to go along with a walk.
He's having some fall, I tell you. Locked in. That thing's looking like a beach ball to Morgan Colopy. So with 2 outs, we're going to have Austin Bodie to the plate for the Bodie-Tonhini matchup again. And the pitch, inside. I'm not sure where Matheson was looking. I think that was a courtesy jog as well. Just tell you, that left fielder didn't take one step.
He was sprinting pretty hard.
But it wasn't even close.
No.
It was a courtesy sprint is what you're saying.
Yep.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah, first pitch. Crush job from Colopy. All right, we got Austin Bodie with a 1-1 count and 2 outs, 5-1 a Team Reisdorf. And called strike 2. Top of the 6th inning, 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The pitch from Tonhini. Inside. Off the plate inside. Bodie looking to go to the yard and for a back-to-back job here with Colopy. 2-2, 2 outs. And the pitch. It's a ground ball to the second baseman, Burkle. He scoops it, makes the play to first. He looks sharp, not as sharp, some would say, as Brady South, but good nonetheless to end the inning.
Cass, you still with us?
Yes, I am. And that last half inning by Rushing was really good to see, especially after he did have that bit of a Houdini act against Indiana State where he got himself into trouble and got himself right back out of trouble. To see him have a half inning of just pounding the zone, and you said what, 1 ball in the whole inning or something along those lines.
Well, there was 2 there.
Or 2 balls.
Yeah,
right at the end. But right at the end, like, was very much pounding the zone, and I think that's been the quickest half inning we've seen. We had some really quick innings yesterday. We had a few where it slowed down too, but lots of quick innings yesterday. Today's been a little bit more patience from the batters working the pitches. So it was good to see a quick inning like that.
when Reisdorf and Foley were going, it was just,
Oh, yeah.
they were dominant. And I guess we're hearing rumblings that that Foley is really working into a true starter role. We had already kind of surmised that was where Reisdorf was heading. So it's really early in this whole process to tell, but I wouldn't be shocked to see those two as our Friday and Saturday guys once we get into February. But that there's still a lot of time between now and then.
Yes.
And we're back to Bar Kaufman Field for the bottom of the sixth. Is that Ty, right? Ty Bothwell?
Rushing still up.
Oh, rushing still. Look at that. I saw the hair. I saw the lefty. I got
Fair
thrown
enough.
off there. Rushing to the back to the hill. First pitch, 1-0. Burkle takes strike one, so it's 1-1 with nobody out. A couple of questions coming into the Twitter account, IUBase17. Why isn't Brady South being allowed to hit? We're going to look into it, maybe in the post-game presser. I mean, it's a fair question. He's playing the field, but he's not allowed to get in the batter's box. But we'll try to get the scoop on that in the post-game. It's 1-2 to Burkle from rushing. Swing and a miss. Nice pitch inside, 89 miles an hour. Burkle takes the slow walk back to the dugout, and Carlson will take his place in the batter's box. 1 out.
Rushing struck out 3 of the last 4 batters. Looks really impressive doing it.
He's looked really sharp. Carlson to hit next. It is the pitch. The base hit up the middle. Oh, did I speak too soon? No, I did. I thought that had base hit written all over it, but it's caught by the center fielder for the second out of the inning. Sometimes things look like hits that aren't hits. What can you do? Carlson probably wish it was a hit.
It was hit relatively hard, but that hung up a little bit and was an easy play.
Matheson to the plate. Russian looking for a quick inning. Not very many pitches at all if he makes quick work of Matheson.
If he can keep this up, he's someone that could slot, I think, well as a middle reliever, as someone that can kind of get in between the guys that are throwing hard.
Matheson smokes one to right field. That's got the corner written all over it. He rounds second. He rounds first, heading to second. Stand up double caught to Matheson. So it won't be the super quick inning for rushing that we thought he might have had. It's a 2-out double. And coming to the plate, Devin Taylor, trying to cut this lead in half. Maybe he puts one on the berm. He could make it 5-3. See what happens. Rushing versus Taylor matchup here with 2 outs, bottom 6. Matheson leading off second. I think he's got an oven mitt. He does. First pitch to Taylor is a pop-up to the left side. Cerny calls off Pine, makes the play. So that's the third out of the inning. And we're looking at 5-1 Team Reisdorf going to the 7th and final inning of play.
Fly ball to right field, and that is out number 1 on the first pitch swinging.
Tonghini back to the mound here for the 7th inning. They got lengthened him out a little bit. This is inning 3 for him, no? I believe it is.
Yes, it is.
It's good to see. I wonder if he was a starter for Boston College.
No, he was a reliever.
Reliever. Okay.
But he had a lot of innings. Chopper to Carlson. You couldn't quite collect it, and the throw was a little late.
Good hustle down the line, though.
And that is ruled an error.
Who was that beating that play out there? I can't get to see the number.
Oliver.
Jason Oliver. Good hustle. I feel like I've said that before, hustle down the line from Oliver. He's a player. He doesn't get short. He runs that 90 feet hard every time, beat that play out. Now he's getting a healthy lead off of first. Maybe he's thinking of stealing.
This brings Nick Mitchell up.
I feel like he was just up. Are they skipping people? I feel like he was just up.
Well, there's only what? How many in the
7
in the
Oh,
order?
is that what
So,
it is? Okay.
yeah, this can't be fun as a pitcher to have to continually face Mitchell every 7th.
And they're just hitting 6 also.
Oh, that's right, because of Skylar. That's why they're only hitting 6. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So it's not just me.
No.
That's a little lack of being fair there.
You got to face Mitchell every inning.
Yeah, this is his 6th at bat.
And it's the 7th inning. This guy's up more than anybody. Come on. He should just hit for every team, and then Shepard plays first for every team. He could have had 14 at bats by now.
2-1 count. That's an off speed, well outside 2-2.
It's going to be quite the comeback for Team Foley in the bottom of the inning now. 4 runs minimum to tie this thing up. And I think Team Reisdorf is smelling more runs. I want to add to the lead.
Ball 3. Actually, no, ball 4. I guess we had to count wrong. That was actually a 3-1 pitch. Well outside. Mitchell is walked.
Looks like we're going to have a little meeting at the mound here. They're going to want to discuss. Is that Reisdorf going to the mound?
No.
No. Who is that? Who's the acting pitching coach for Team Reisdorf? Takes the ball and makes a pitching change, as a matter of fact. So Tahini won't get the 3rd full inning today. Is that Ryan Kraft making the change? All right. He's rubbing that ball up.
Phillips.
Ethan Phillips.
Okay, so Ryan Kraft was their coach yesterday, but he pitched today, so I guess Ethan Phillips is the pitching coach today.
Ethan Phillips. Okay. I mean, listen, that's a good choice for a pitching coach. He's a pitcher. What are you going to choose, a third baseman? So bottom line is they're going to go to Ty Bothwell to try to keep this lead where it is with a 1st and 2nd 1-out situation for Tyler Cerny. And then that'll be followed by Colopy and Bodie. So Bothwell's got his work cut out for him. I mean, he's got to be looking to get a ground ball here, first pitch, or at some point during the Cerny at bat. I don't think he wants to mess with an on fire Colopy or Bodie. You can get a ground ball double play and get them back in the dugout and let Foley start their comeback. What was the comeback yesterday in the last inning? 3 runs?
Yes.
This would be 4 runs. Jeez. All right. Well, speaking of things that you think might not happen, Indiana plays Michigan today. You never know. Michigan, number 2 in the country. IU is going to try to upset them later today. Starts in about 10 minutes.
Up in the big house.
It is in the big house.
Good luck.
Well, listen, crazier things have happened. Actually, not too many things crazier than that has ever happened, but
No, probably
you
not.
never know. New offensive coordinator, Walt Bell, was let go, and they brought in, I believe his name is Carey. I'm not sure his first name, matter of fact, but we'll see how the offense does against Michigan football. They are number 2 in the country. But maybe, some teams overlook a team, and then we'll see. Go Hoosiers on the gridiron starting in 10 minutes. 12 noon start. You never know. That's all I'm saying. You never know. Bothwell finishing his warm-ups.
Do you know what the line on that is?
I'm going to say 22 and a half. Let's look it up.
I'll raise you a touchdown.
Okay, let's see what it is. No sponsoring from DraftKings, but I am going to look it up on DraftKings.com. What is the line here? Oh boy, I'm a little worried to know. 22 and a half was my guess. You're guessing 29 and a half?
Yep.
Let's see what we have. 33.
Yeah. Okay. I need to add a field goal.
Yeah. Indiana getting the Patrick Ewing. 33.
Bothwell fires. That's fouled straight back by Cerny. 0-1 count.
Well, good luck to Indiana football. That's all I'm saying. Shock the world. Or at least cover the spread. I just put something down on it. All right. Tyler Cerny, first and second, 1 out.
Ball outside.
Thanks for reminding me. I hadn't done anything about that, but you could do it during the game. Live bet. But not on college baseball, though. Oh, never. All right. Cerny looking for a big knock here.
Ball high to right field. Wiggins is tracking back. That one is gone. Tyler Cerny, 3-run bomb.
He raised his fist in the air as he rounded first base. You would have thought he was at Citizens Bank Ballpark. Maybe it was Kyle Schwarber motioning to the Philly bullpen. Wow. Oppo Taco, 3-run bomb, and that's 7 runs in the last 3 innings for Team Reisdorf. The place we wouldn't have to face the power hitting Colopy or Bodie. Went Oppo on him right off the picnic tables and right. Yeah, inside pitch, ball 1.
Kind of an important moment here for Ty. He struggled a bit up in South Bend with command. So following that home run, it's important that he gets his pitches here in the strike zone. That's in the strike zone, fouled straight back, 1-1 count. That is hit straight up the middle for a base hit. Good solid base hit, line drive up the middle. Yeah, that was a good solid hit. So we have a runner on first with 1 out. Reisdorf team now has a relatively comfortable 8-1 lead here in the final inning of the game. That's fouled off. Bodie, so left on left matchup, 0-1 count. Bothwell fires. That's in the turf, 1-1 count.
Hoosier versus Hoosier games, right? Like it's so encouraging to see Cerny with the big hit and the opposite field power. Then it's like, well, we had Ty come in with inherited runners, and he wanted him to take care of it, and he didn't. So, around, what can you do? Strike 3 to Bodie as the sun starts to creep out here at the BART.
Biggest 7th inning.
Went out.
Bothwell delivers a strike. 0-1 with 2 outs, runner on first base. Oh, 1 pitch, fouled back. So Stadler's at the plate. Ty's looking to finish this inning off without Any more damage? 0-2, 2 out. Stadler fouls another one back.
Stagler trying to make it 10-1.
Team Reisdorf, if he can put one back on the berm there.
Buffalo just wants to get out of the inning. Come on. Here he goes. The pitch.
Stadler fouled straight back. Got some pros behind the plate in the crowd. I didn't see one flinch.
That was actually a really good pitch by Bothwell there. 93 miles per hour. Out of the plate.
It's 8-1 Team Reisdorf.
Pitch. Swing.
Strike 3. So Bothwell is kicking himself a little bit for what happened with Cerny, but does end the inning there with the K. It's going to be 7 to tie, 8 to take the lead for Team Foley as we go to the bottom of the last inning.
Overall, I would have to say that is a solid outing by Bothwell. Yeah, the home run wasn't great, but it also wasn't clobbered. So I think overall he would feel pretty good about that recovery from the outing up in Notre Dame.
They're bringing in the closer. Jack Moffitt. I thought it was Jake Moffitt. My apologies. Jack Moffitt coming to the Hoosier mound to try to close it out. Senior out of Gonzaga, the transfer portal. He's wearing number 16. It looks like he throws low to mid 90s. Gotta be 6'5". Tall guy. And it's for him to get significant innings. I mean, he's a senior transfer from a Gonzaga team that, well, so I'm sure he has quite the experience. I could see him maybe being a Ben Seiler addition type situation. Seiler too. To Notre Dame. Jack Moffitt. Foley. Come back. It's going to be Brock Tibbetts, Josh Pine, and Andrew Wiggins. Here today.
Cut now.
All right, welcome back to Bart Kaufman Field. Yeah. So we've got one final inning left. Moffitt is on the mound to try to close this out for Team Reisdorf. Team Foley is in a 7-run hole here. Brock Tibbetts is going to try to get things started. They're going to need a monster inning in order to keep this series tied. Moffitt fires, 92 miles per hour, ball 1. Moffitt is working from the stretch with nobody on. 93 miles per hour, that misses outside. So Tibbetts is up 2-0 here. 94 miles per hour. This one misses low. So Tibbetts is at 3-0, and given their need for base runners, I don't figure he's going to be swinging here. 3-0. Tippett takes ball 4, and team Foley has their first runner of the day. Runner, I'm sorry, of the inning. And that brings up Josh Pine. Moffitt fires again. This time, this is his 5th straight ball. That missed outside. 93 miles per hour. That gets in the zone. 92 miles per hour. 1-1 count to Pine now. It's important for him. He just had to establish that he could throw that for a strike. Pine thought about swinging at that one, but it was a little up and in. Ball 2. Did not miss by much. Pine chops that one to third, and he gets in there with a single, infield single. That chopper was deep, and Oliver just was not able to get that throw in on time. He made the throw, but just not in time. So infield single for Josh Pine. The Foley team has done what they needed to do, which is get runners on base here to start this inning off. And that brings up Andrew Wiggins with runners on first and second, and nobody out.
Andrew looking to pick up his 3rd hit of the day.
94 mile per hour fastball almost hits Wiggins and his feet, and we have ball 1. Fastball, outer half of the plate, strike 1. Cerny is playing a little bit up the middle, trying to make sure that Tibbetts doesn't go anywhere, despite the fact that he's only representing. Only thing he can do is get them to within 6. Strike 3 called. Hits the inside corner with a nice 92 mile per hour fastball. And that is a very important first out for Team Reisdorf. Or Team Foley, excuse me. This brings up Brandon Burkle with 1 out and 2 on. That hits him. 92 mile per hour on the hip. That could not have felt good.
First, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets a runner.
Yeah, that doesn't feel good on a warm day, let alone when it's a little cool out.
This brings up Carlson with the bases loaded, but now we are going to have a mound visit.
Nate Ball.
Nate Ball signaling.
Other dugout for some reason.
Just signaling to the team.
Tell you what, Team Reisdorf pitching has been outstanding today. Rushing backed up Whitaker, and combined they had 6 innings pitched and just gave up 4 hits and 1 run with 10 strikeouts. And Moffitt struggled a little bit this half, but I'd say the story of the game has been Reisdorf's pitching up to this point.
Team Reisdorf does have an arm in the home bullpen, which is, I guess, what's going us right now. 92 mile per hour, strike one. So whatever Nate Ball said to him was effective. He got right into the zone with a fastball.
Evan O'Neill is the right-hander warming up out in the pen.
That misses high. 1-1 count to Carlson. Carlson just wants to keep this going. Just get on base. Don't make an out. Keep things moving. Give these guys a shot to possibly tie this game.
Yeah, if they can keep the line moving, get back around Matheson, Taylor, Tibbetts, Pine, Wiggins. I mean, just those 7 guys hitting, this could speed up real quick.
Strike swinging on the outside corner. 1-2 is the count now. Moffitt fires. Strike 3. Huge strikeout there.
That little moxie, this little stare down, turned around, took a walk behind the mound after the big K.
Carter Matheson steps in now.
Carter's 1 for 4 with the double.
Hop fly, center field. This one is tracked, and that will end the ball game. Team Foley, Team Reisdorf takes an 8-1 victory, and they now lead the series 1.5 games to a half a game.
Yeah, they do. That's good.
Cassidy, do you have any final thoughts for us?
Just that seemed to have escalated really quickly. It felt like it was competitive all the way through. It was just a few home runs that really made the difference. So I look forward to seeing what the rest of the series holds. See if Team Foley can tie the series back up.
As of now, the series is set to resume on Tuesday. We don't have a time yet or a specific confirmation, but we will keep in touch with the program, and through our social media and iubase.com, we'll let you know when the next matchup will be. We hope to have coverage, but that'll kind of depend on the timing. So we will provide that information for you. But until then, from Bart Kaufman Field, for Cassidy Palmer, Josh Bennett, and Chris Feeney, I'm Carl James. See you at the BART.